Glad you came back to chess.
Yeah, I had a very brief retirement. For those who missed it, I retired from chess for about a day, more like for a few hours. I tried to become a professional Scrabble player, but then I realized that chess is still a passion of mine. So I'm returning for Title Tuesday. I haven't streamed one of these in at
Hi.
least a week. Feels like it's been a while. I was out of town and traveling last week, but yeah, I'm back.
Eric, my
Some
best
strong players
friend.
here. Yeah, so this is going to be a chess stream. I'm planning to stream both Title Tuesdays today.
Let
I'm not fully retiring from Scrabble. I'll still stream Scrabble like once in a while, but yeah, it's probably going to be mostly chess, at least for the next few weeks. Yeah, again, the announcement yesterday was I was retiring from chess. Yesterday was April 1st, so hopefully most people understand maybe the reasoning. But I'm unretiring today. Oh, the tournament's starting already. Oh wow, okay. Didn't even see that. Emote only mode, muting alerts, and here we go. We have a Queen's Pawn opening. First opponent is a National Master. I'll play the Barman variation. Maybe have a Cambridge Springs, which we do. Knight d2, bishop b4. Still theory. Wait, queen c2. Why am I forgetting? 94. Wait, no, it's e5. What am I doing? Oops. I'm hitting the bishop at least. Or just confused my prep. I play e5 here. e5 might work actually. Maybe we're getting some transposition. I completely botched my prep. Bishop g3 is kind of interesting. Takes queen e4. I'll take here. Might as well trade. Takes. White will have the bishop pair. I'll have better pawn structure. I was expecting queen takes. Queens are staying on the board now. Actually considering ideas of knight f3, takes and takes. Oh, but there's bishop d3. Wait, bishop d3, takes queen h5. King h1. And knight f3, there's also king h1 immediately. Expecting like rook d1 or something. I also have knight d3. Possible option. Challenge the d-file. Could be trading a bit. Queen c5 is just a subtle improving move. Knight f3 now, takes, doesn't work. Looking at queen e7, rook d1, c5. There's still knight d3. It's a very hard position to understand. I'm gonna go for it. Takes, c takes. I mean, I want to play c5. I 've- 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 i 5 My queen is back in the center, which is nice. Yeah, like takes, queen d2, c5. I just have a pawn on d3. Rook d5 I can take and play c4. And this should be... My bishop's not great. d6 might be coming. This is crazy. I have this move. a7. Let's play this. I have rook c8 as well. Maybe rook c8. Just defending c4. Now queen e6. Maybe queen f7. Holding on to a7. A queen d7 there too. I'm losing a pawn. Yeah, queen d7 was bad timing. Okay, opponent hangs a queen. It's a very generous gift. I think I could have been worse there, but now everything should be under control. Check. Just want to take the pawn. A triple attack. It's feeding time. The queen is being fed very well. Oops, I meant to play h5. I'm still getting used to this mouse. The mouse feels a little bit different on a Mac compared to PC. Anyway, okay. I feel like that was a warm-up game. Thank you, YV Freebird. Happy 3 months. Like, when the game started, I didn't even realize that the tournament was starting so soon. Please react to 26 knight b2. Oh, did I miss a fork? I had knight b2 here. 24 knight b2. Yeah, that's a blind spot.
The universe and everything.
Thank you, Christian Gianj. And the thing is, actually, like, do I actually want to play knight b2? Like, even if I see it, if I saw it, I would probably play it. It wins material. But the knight's so good on d3. Like, if I take the rook, white's still going to have this pawn on d6. I did have knight b2 for a few moves here. We go check the engine. Let's see. Yeah, knight b2. It's better for black, but it's not winning. I guess I'm just trying to make myself feel better for not spotting it. Because it feels so weird to like move the knight away from d3 when it's such a good piece. What we call the octopus knight. But yeah, this is a fork, so let's go forward. Yeah, I just forgot my prep. Like, I've played this line so many times. I usually like to play e5. Knight e4 is playable, though. And we actually went into a very fine line. Yeah, the better move is bishop h4. So that e5 doesn't hit the bishop. Thank you to Boom She Said, first time prime. Yeah, if we go forward here... Once I got the knight to d3, it was nice. I could have played knight d3 sooner, apparently. Yeah, like every move the engine wants me to play knight d3. Oh, wow. In this position, the best move is knight... Or one of the best moves is knight f3. But f6 was actually the best move. But how does this work? Knight f3 takes... Oh, then I'm just winning. I'll take the bishop, hit the rook. And if takes, it's also pretty good. What is the accuracy on this game? I usually don't check the accuracy on chess.com, but I can click the game review. Yeah, not the cleanest game, but okay, 87.3. I don't actually have like a reference for this number. Is this good? Maybe for Blitz? I'm a bit more used to the cent pawn loss on Lichess. Hey, welcome back to Fang Duster. And 41
In a
Matt.
shocking turn of events, international master Eric No Mercy, someone call an ambulance. Rosen has triumphantly returned to the world of chess. Rest easy, chess fans. The candidates tournament that was organized to fill Eric's unfillable shoes will still proceed as planned.
Thanks for the poetry. Sorry it got cut off.
Hi Eric. Lesson 3.
Okay, I'm muting alerts for the duration of this game. We have a London opening, but this is not your normal London. With Queen G4, trying to induce some weakness in Black's position. It's a pretty rare line, because usually Black plays on F6 early to prevent Queen G4. I'm going after this pawn. It's already a bit awkward for Black. Knight A6, I can take it, my bishop. The queen moves, I take the G-pawn. King might have to move. But then Black loses castling rights. Yeah, King D8 might be the best. Or maybe C6, actually. Just move the pawn away. I'm wondering about C6 and then Queen C7. King D8 is played. Knight B5. Looks good. I think I'm going to play A3 to prevent Queen B4. Also prevents Knight B4. There's Knight E4. Bishop D7. Okay. Allowing the trade. I want to bring my other knight in. And the play should be pretty natural here. C6. Probably have to play knight C3. Okay, life goes on. Knight E5, F6. Rook B1, B5, A4. Let's just develop. Let's see what Black is up to. Might go for C4. H5 maybe coming. E4 is definitely an idea. I'm actually already dreaming of getting the knight to D6 and playing C5. Maybe I can make another octopus knight. Rook B8 is off limits. Oh, I don't want to trade queens, but I forgot about that move. I mean, I have F4 takes and then queen takes. I'd probably do that. Like, even though it's weakening, I think it's worth keeping queens on the board. I just forgot about queen D6. I mean, white or black might not take en passant. I'll be fine with that. Nice time advantage here. This knight is stuck. I could take twice on b6, actually. Looks pretty good. If takes, I fork. Preparing rook fb1 or c5. Queen g3 may be coming. Let's start with rook fb1. Knight takes e3 is not a... or maybe it's a threat? I don't know. How to do this? I don't know what to do here. Here's my plan. There we go. Everything made in one. Okay. I got low on time there. I was taking my time trying to like figure out the like approach to crack Black's position. It wasn't so simple though. I just didn't know what to do after knight g4. Engine says rook b8. Yeah, like e3 was weak. I couldn't play king f2. I was considering this move, but it felt passive. Okay. Turn off emote only mode. Thank you, Shots on Earth. Gifting to Jokey. Yeah, maybe I could have played king f2 a move sooner. I just didn't like putting the king where the knight could check it eventually, but it was probably worth chasing the rook away. Knight e4 doesn't work because I take and then the rook still hits. Thank you, Big Head Joel. Appreciate the bits. So I can replay that.
Keep it up, Eric.
I'm trying. So I'm 2 out of 2. Next round I'll probably play a high rate player. I thank you, Chess on Earth, gifting to Irene. Just scanning. Yeah, thanks to everyone who subbed earlier. I'm Fenny, all bets. I do appreciate the support. I mean, this opening started really nicely. I got the early bind. Yeah, black should probably play c6 here rather than king d8. I'm wondering if I had anything other than what I did. Queen d6. Yeah, 4 was best. Engine likes e4 immediately, which was on my mind, but if I saw queen d6 coming, maybe I'd be more likely to play e4. Okay, new game. Thanks again, Chess on Earth. We are back to emote only. And playing a strong player. The e4 here. No more London. Trying to prevent black from castling. Wow. Interesting play. King h1. Probably not getting much here. Knight takes g5. I mean, it's kind of hard to resist. Knight takes g5. I think I just go for it. I could spend more time calculating, but just intuitively, the knight's going to be pinned, attacked twice. The bishop's a threat, or the bishop's a target on f5. There's situations where this rook wants to defend the knight, but then becomes overworked. It's actually super impressive, 2,900 plus for a candidate master. Some people specialize in blitz chess. I'm actually not sure what to expect from black. After takes. Okay. Well, this worked out. 94 and then f3. Go for 94. Yeah, still takes work. Might play like b3 and then knight ce4. I guess I could play knight ce4 right away. Bishop b2, I win h6. Knight g5 is almost a move. Hmm. Just b3 first. This looks very passive, but I just want to trade rooks and play queen f2. Be up a pawn. Queen h5, knight g3, knight eg3, so queen d1 doesn't come with check. Okay. Oh no. I got pinned. Yeah. Just blunder that away. Such a good position too. Queen f4 was such a bad move though. Yeah, just bishop f4. I was up 2 pawns. What to do? What to do? I'm happy with like 99% of this game. That's the rough thing about chess though. Like you can play a pretty clean game and just throw it away in one move. Yeah, knight takes g5 was the best move. Black was doing fine in the opening, just I guess f5 was a bit too soon. If yeah, like knight g6 apparently. Position is still like pretty stable for whites. And yeah, I just won a pawn, but the game continued. And it seems like all of this was fine. I don't know if I missed anything. I don't know if I missed like any big opportunities. Yeah, this looks all clean. It's just a one blunder game. Oh, thanks so much, Chess on Earth. Gifting 10. Okay, so I'm 2 out of 3. Life goes on. You can see the standings here. Question about 15, bishop f6. Oh, in this position. Maybe it's a move. Unless you're asking about... I assume you're asking about takes bishop f6. Which... My plan was to take and play queen g5. Apparently g4 is even stronger. Yeah, white has good compensation here. This is actually a really interesting resource. Top move bishop g6, leaving e7 undefended, but I can't immediately take it because my rook on f1 is an issue. So after takes, black would actually save the piece. And white's down a piece, but still has compensation. It's the top engine line. Okay, let me catch up a bit. Apologies if I missed things in chat. Oh, okay. Well, no more looking at chat. Back to emo-only mode. Is the nature of Title Tuesday. Here we go, playing AjedrezenMadrid from Spain. Okay, we'll play d5. I'll play a reverse Torre attack. e5 doesn't work because g4. c6. Okay, now e5 is a move. Some hippo-like setup from white. My idea is to play this and f6 and just give the square for a bishop. For the bishop. Okay, well, no need to worry about the bishop anymore. Tickle the pawn. g5, knight h5 probably. And there's rook takes h4. Knight f3. I think this is a free pawn. White was probably banking on g5, but I just take the bishop. Can play g5 myself. Oh, but then knight f3. I have to be careful. And getting off the diagonal of the bishop, also creating the battery against a3. Oh! That's not good. Wow, I just blundered. Very simple tactic. Like, can I take the pawn? I'm gonna be down a rook. Gotta take the pawn and pray. Knight f8. Oh, this is really bad. I just had no sense of danger there. A5, a4. Take. Gotta go for it. Wait a minute, queen b4. Take. Ah, there's that move. I mean, I can take and play knight c5. I'm not happy about trading, but I'm down a full rook. What to do? At least I'm probably winning a4. We might see rook a1 and rook takes a4. And maybe there's some small chance of hope. Yeah, if rook takes a4, I'm just down a knight. To do. B6 takes and then C5. Might as well play this first. Still look to expand. Queen C5 is annoying. Actually, no, Queen C5 I take on B3. Doesn't actually work. Unless the king pawn ending is good for white. Queen's gonna reroute. Preparing C5. Yeah. Rethreading C4. And Queen A7, King A2. King A2, maybe Queen C4. I'm trying. Oh no, there's Queen B6. Queen takes C5. Oh wait, what? The cure? Not so simple. Defending G7. Opponent's giving me hope. It'd be a miracle if I draw this. Oh my gosh, do I play for a win? Fuck. I'm gonna play for a win. White's also playing for a win. I'm basically still playing for a draw. I'm trying to get white to overpush. No more checks and C4 is coming. I messed up. That's bad. No, there goes my queen. That's not stalemate either. What to do? I have a win there. It felt really close. Queen A5 was a good find. I could have taken. I had 4 seconds to try and figure out what to do. It doesn't look like I had a win there. It was a miracle to fight back from being down a rook. And we did reach what was objectively a drawn position. Oh, I had queen a6 with perpet. Yeah, what to do? Good game. Turn off emote only mode. Was that round 4? I think that was round 4. We're on a break, I think. I can unmute alerts. Okay. Thanks earlier to people who I did not acknowledge. North NB, happy 14 months. Also Zor Nation, Real Musi. Oh, Chess on Earth was gifting earlier to various people. Perfecto with the first time prime, classical guitarist. Yeah, thanks everyone. Where was your shirt from yesterday? Well, it's in the laundry now, but it was a gift from a friend. My first time wearing this shirt on stream. Are you in St. Louis? I am, yeah. Last week I was in California. I was visiting some family. I came back to St. Louis, and yesterday there was like very severe weather. There's a tornado warning, and then like at midnight it started hailing. And then just a big rainstorm. I think it's cleared up today. Oh, maybe some people are also in the area of St. Louis. Yeah, we get the occasional tornado warnings. It's only happened once before when I was streaming. I was streaming like one of the marathon arenas on Lichess. And towards the end of the tournament, there was a tornado warning. And I ended up taking shelter like outside my stream room. So I left the stream for maybe about half hour. The video is somewhere on YouTube. Speaking of natural phenomenons, there's going to be something else, like not too far away from St. Louis, in about, what, about 6 days. There's going to be a total solar eclipse. St. Louis is like kind of close to the path of totality. So I might end up like driving to the path of totality to see the eclipse. I got to see the one in 2017? I wonder if I can show... I'm not logged into my Google Photos though. Let me see if I can show some photos. I posted one on Instagram like ages ago. Yeah, if I travel to see the eclipse, I will take photos of it. I'll bring my nice camera. Here, can I switch over here? Wait a minute. Here we go. This is my Instagram feed. And somewhere there's an eclipse photo. There's also Anand. My Instagram account is Eric Rosen Photography. Oh, here's the eclipse. Yeah, my Instagram feed was like a mix of chess players, animals, and nature, basically. Occasional squirrel. And cat. And polar bear. Yeah, this one was actually cool because in 2017, I was in I think it was a state park, not too far from St. Louis. And it was partly cloudy, so the clouds kind of acted as a filter, which allowed for some cool shots. But then this was a total eclipse. I forget what camera I was using back then. Probably using my Canon. Like Canon 5D. Okay. New game. Here we go.
Eric, just got my first FIDE rating, 1783.
Oh,
Thank you
nice.
for the help.
Congratulations, French salmon. Keep it up. At some point I'm supposed to take. Think of casting I take. and then just try and hold on to the pawn. Knight h5, bishop g5. I feel like I may have had this position a few times in the past. I do remember preparing this opening for Danny Wrench when I was potentially going to play him in the I'm Not a GM Speed Chess Championship. And we did play. Yeah, maybe we played some games in like some similar lines. D6. A few options here. 94 comes to mind. Now I'm breaking principles, moving the same piece twice, not developing my king side. I'm threatening the funny knight takes d6, which black is allowing. Yeah, I'll just do it. And g4 is in the air. There's this pin, so the pawn can't take. I'm hitting the bishop and b7. I probably am not going to take on b7. Taking on f5 looks appetizing. Bishop b5 to throw in. Or by taking. If queen takes, I have g4 now. Oh, there's queen e4. Wait, I have to calculate. Queen e4. I also can just take the pawn on e7. G4 is probably not the move to play. Rook e8, bishop d6. It feels greedy. I could just force a queen trade. I'm going to play g4. The forces queen e4, queen f3. We'll trade queen. Oh, we won't trade. Wait, what? Oh, clever. I have queen e2. I think it's too dangerous to take the knight. I'll play queen e2. Queen e4, I have f3. Wow. I missed that move. Oh, it's getting messy. I'm down to exchange now. And yeah, black wants some pawns there as well. Nice find from my opponent. I'm threatening this to trap the queen. I'm also threatening this. I played bishop g2, like not initially realizing how strong this can be. Let's take the pawn. What a messy game. Knight d7 is probably coming. Oops. Yeah, the mess continues. Takes on g4, takes on e7. His queen takes f3 is possible. It's a good move. to take. I might just bail out for a draw. Can the king run to c8? Still be perpetual, but take and take. So all three results are still possible. I trap the knight. Probably not. Yeah, I'm just losing. Okay. Rough game. That was a big mess. Opponent found some nice resources though. Like queen c2 I didn't see coming, and then bishop takes c3 I was just blind to. This is actually really crazy. Like white's not even better after queen c2. Wow. So g4 was just too risky. I should have taken the pawn on e7. I didn't like the idea of opening the e-file for the rook. And this setup seemed unstable, like with c5 being a target, and I can't easily play b4. But I'm up. I mean, I would have been up 3 pawns here, so it was probably worth it. Yeah, so black can get away with this. d5 I didn't see. I mean, I went for this line not trying to complicate things. I tried to simplify. I thought the queen trade was forced. But queen c2 and bishop c3 was a cold shower. Engine says best move is queen takes b7, which like didn't even come to mind. And then later, yeah, I probably have to save the a pawn. Like here, yeah, a3 best move. And then that way, eventually I can put the bishop on e7 to defend the pawn. Endgame, I think, is very difficult to hold. Bishop d2, trapping in the knight. It's a weird configuration with the bishop restricting the knight, knight's blocking the pawn from promoting. And there is a line knight c1 takes in this, and then I mean it should be holdable for white. Okay. Thank you, Pesky Forks. Happy 11 months. See a question, can I play FIDE tournaments online? There used to be the so-called hybrid events where you play at a location with an arbiter, but you play online against opponents. But I think those are discontinued. And there's a whole like scandal in the US with a lot of like young US players like farming rating from Serbian players. So I'm pretty sure those don't really exist anymore. Anyway, next game. Here we go. Queen's Pawn opening. 2 out of 5. Not a great score. I mean, I started 2 out of 2 and then on a three game losing streak. I'll go for another Cambridge Springs if we see bishop g5. We see g3s, I'll take. e6. b5 right away. I have to remember my lines. It might be b4 here. Is e4 hanging? Let's just make it fun. It might be more fun for whites, but we'll see. Take, take. Wait, if I take, there's pawn takes. If 5 doesn't work. What about 96? I'm already regretting my life decisions. Take. I can play knight f6 back, take, and then rook b8. There's also f5. Okay, let's make it really spicy. This might backfire. Like, there's queen h5. I'm trying to not let the bishop become too menacing. And the queen might become menacing. Yeah, this is my calculation. Could consider taking. There's also rook g8. What's the pawn count? I still have 7 pawns. White has 6. And this looks so risky. I want to play bishop d7 and queenside castle. Wow. A cool move. Rook f1, I probably take the knight. It might not work though. This position is so shaky. Queen e7, queen g7. 96, king f8. I think I'm just losing here. And queen e7 and knight f7 wins. What to do? Rough game. Rough game. Not my proudest moment. Or series of moments. I think just taking the pawn is probably a mistake. b4 I think is fine. Yeah, b4, one of the top moves. But yeah, I should have developed and castled before doing things in the center. Should I retire from chess? Nah. I'm still having fun. Like it's a little bit painful losing games, especially the last two. And just like total messes. But I have to take away the lessons, hopefully become stronger. I see some discussion about getting a FIDE rating or finding FIDE events. Yeah, it's like, I don't think there's a great central place to find like all the FIDE tournament listings. Like you would think FIDE.com would be the place to go, but it's not the easiest website to navigate. It can very much depend where you're located. If you're in the US, there's not too many like smaller FIDE events. But there's a few like organizers that will run big tournaments across the country. But in Europe, yeah, in Europe it's probably way more accessible. If you live in Spain or Germany or a lot of other countries that have tournaments, Italy. And a lot of US players will go to Europe to like try and get norms for IM or GM. There's just more events to play in. Yes, I am unretiring from chess. I retired briefly yesterday to pursue professional Scrabble, but it was slightly short-lived. Zoe says you look glowing. I'm using a key light, but I'm also using a filter thing. There's here, I'll turn the filter off. So this is without the filter, this is with the filter. The filter is called Studio Light, something I discovered not too long ago. At what online ELO should one consider going to OTB tourneys? Yeah, really any rating. As long as you know the rules and like basic tournament etiquette. A lot of tournaments have a beginner section. At least with open tournaments, like where tournaments where anyone can play will usually have a beginners or unrated section. And then most people in that section will be pretty new to chess. A lot of people will also be their first time playing in a tournament. So usually it just requires like searching what's nearby your location. I'm not sure when my next tournament will be, like over the board classical. I do want to go back to Biel, which will be in July. There's also a tournament that was announced. Will take place in Colombia. Colombia, the country. There's also Columbia, Missouri. Hey, thank you, Chessburger TV. Appreciate the raid. If you're just joining, I'm putting chat in emote only mode because it's round. What round is it? 7? Round 7 of Title Tuesday. I have a pretty disappointing score right now. I'm 2 out of 6. Let's play Advanced French. A6, okay. Bishop D3, A4. I don't know any theory here. I'm just develop my pieces. Control the center. D5 looks playable. D5, take, queen E7. D6. Queen E7 might be an issue. Knight E4. I really want to try and make this work. I'm going to go for it. The line I'm calculating is takes, queen E7, knight E4. I might be sacking the pawn. If knight takes, I have knight D6 with the fork. Bishop takes, I take on F6, GF. Oh, there's also knight D6 still. King D8. This is going to be another mess. Oh, my bishop's hit, but I check and then take the bishop with check. Yeah, black has no time to take on F4. Now I can move back with check. It's somewhat windmill-like. I'll probably just bishop G3. Oh, I could also take the queen, because the king would have to take. I like bishop G3. Yeah, king has to take here. Defend F7. Okay, so my opening play, I think, has paid off. I'm up a piece. The king's on E7. My pieces are all developed. I still need to castle and bring my rooks in. Probably queenside castling and then rook HE1 is the plan. The knight's a target, the king's a target. Rook E1. Okay, where's my mate? Feels close. And E4. The king has to walk into a discovery, either the bishop discovery or the rook discovery. Might as well just take the pawn with check. Leaving the king on the e-file, and now take this thing. Also with check. And then take the free knight, also with check. Yeah, I almost forgot what it's like to win at chess. That worked really well. I will say, maybe I can share like a quick side note if I can find the game. I played a tournament in Vegas last year, 2023. So I just want to share like a quick parallel between the game I just played and a slow classical game I played about a year ago. And I can, apologies if the layout isn't perfect. Let's see here. Trying to frame this properly. So this is a recap from Vegas. And basically, we had like a similar type of opening where, but I was prepared with the top engine move here is to sacrifice a pawn with d5. Yeah, there's this d5 idea. So basically, I was kind of remembering this bit of opening prep, and then the game that I just played, that's kind of what led me to playing d5 in this position. I think this knight e4 move was a nice idea. Although black is doing fine if black plays bishop takes d5. Yeah, I have this move or this move, but I don't think it does so much damage. Was I Tanner last year? Maybe it was different lighting. I was in the process of growing a beard too. Oh, d5 was the top move. Ah, the engine, wait, what? Engine likes d6. Which I like very briefly considered, but I thought this loses. Let me try and figure this out. I thought this loses to takes. Oh, I take with knight. Even if I lose a pawn, rook g1. I save the rook. Yeah, this looks actually kind of nice. Black's bishop is a bit stuck on f8. Okay, let me catch up with chat. Question, how is someone over 3,000 but not a GM? Yeah, Grandmaster refers to a title you get from over the board slow chess. It's a FIDE title. And 3,000 rating, I assume you're referring to chess.com Blitz. The two are very different. I think there's probably been some like FIDE Masters or National Masters who have hit the 3,000 mark. It's impressive, but yeah, Blitz chess online and over the board slow chess are very different. I see the question, what you ask for when you go to the barbers. I asked them to cut my hair and make me look beautiful. They usually do a good job. But actually, what do I ask for? I ask for a 4 on the sides and then just a nice trim all around. Could titles be separated by speed in the future? Maybe. Though I don't know if titles are necessary for other ratings. Like usually the rating's a pretty good indicator of how good someone is. But let me unmute alerts. I think we're on a break, right? That was round 8? No, that was round 7. Okay. It was just a quick game. Round 8 will be starting at some point. Thank you, Dalmax. Happy 3 months. Oh, we can see the standings here. I'm probably outside the top 300. Yeah, it doesn't like there's no easy way to see my current standing. Like they should really update the leaderboard. And to find my current standing, I just have to scroll down, but it might take a long time. Okay, new game. There we go, playing Secret Hawk. Candidate Master. Opponent is taking their sweet, sweet time. Yeah, usually this happens like after a break where people leave and then don't realize a round has started. But this is the manual way to Berserk on chess.com. There's no Berserk button, but you can still let your time run and give timeouts. Opponent has good internet connection, excellent connection. Yeah, it's time to meditate. Just have to focus on the breath. It will be disappointing if my opponent just flags. Hey, almost a perfect berserk. They gave away half their time. Okay, well at least we're getting a game. At least the first move of a game. I wonder if they're doing something that requires more of their attention. We're having a London. Try and show no mercy here. I'll play e6. Go into the sign. I should have played b6 there. Bishop a6. Considering e5. Also b5. Maybe b5. Okay. e5 is now a bit more attractive. Calculating rook e3, knight f2. Okay, let's calculate. Knight f2, knight g4, king e2, takes. Bishop f5 to start with. Let's go for it. Can't resist. Might need a d4. It's queen b6 as well. There's no knight d4. Yeah, it might be worse here. Still interesting. Hitting both undefended pawns. No! I got forked. If white didn't have a knight, it would be a draw, but... Oh, what to do? Oh, it's so sad. He's still maybe. Please. Oh, white's really struggling. Wow. Wait, I have to survive. I might hold on here. If white couldn't win the previous position, I don't know their chances of winning this position. I'm getting stuck. There we go. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to draw. There's no way white's doing this in 50 moves. What a miracle. Okay. Oh, white flagged. I was close to 50 moves though, right? Like, I think. All white had to do was play knight f7. And then queen. Oh, man. Yeah, you don't even need the bishop in this position. Like, the way to win is just bring the knight to f7, but white didn't quite figure that out with the time situation. What to make of this game. I just got forked. I thought my rook was far enough away when I played rook a3, but it wasn't. So that was round 7. We're on a break now, thankfully. Can use a break after that game. Yeah, I mean, this position should objectively be a draw. Then it was very winning for whites. I was trying to trade off the final 2 pawns, and eventually I did. I mean, to be fair, it's very hard to mate with knight and bishop. With the time situation, like with just a 1-second increment. You BBR power. You Whiskus. I mean, white was close. The problem was white didn't set up like the traditional way. And it looked like they were chasing me to the right corner. Like the thing to know about this sort of endgame is you have to chase the king to the corner that matches the color of the bishop. So the only way to eventually force mate is to chase the black king to either this corner or this corner. Maybe white could have done this and then this. It's weird, like I'm gonna have these squares to work with. I don't know the proper approach. Although here, yeah, here the knight should go to b5. I guess it can show, like knight b5. This prevents the king from going this way. I would have to move this way. And then white can keep forcing my king in this direction with the move bishop to b3. Forcing king here. Thank you, Rhiny boy. If you're just joining, I'm sharing a lesson on how to checkmate with knight and bishop. Then basically the knight has to go in this path. So knight here, let's say the king goes this way, check, and then here, and then here. And the king is still forced towards the corner. After this, there's this, and then this. And knight and bishop coordinate very well, taking away these squares, and then here. And then the final step is to get the knight to this square. So here, and then here. Now you don't want to play this immediately because it's stalemate, but you have this move, just waiting move. Also can play this move if you want to be fancy. Always play bishop f1. And then check. The bishop cuts off the king, and then it's mate. But it takes a lot of practice to become comfortable with the mating sequence. Okay. Yeah, thanks again, Rhiny boy, for the raid. If you're just joining, we are, 8 rounds into Title Tuesday? I'm very much underperforming. I mean, there's only, 3 more games, so maybe I can reach, like, a par score. Give a shout out to Rhiny boy. Hope you had a good stream. At what elo should you know that? I would say, like, if you're 2000 FIDE, you should know how to checkmate with knight and bishop. But I guess it's a question also, like, at what time control should you be able to checkmate with knight and bishop? I think at 2000 FIDE, you should be able to easily checkmate with knight and bishop, having a 30-second increment. But ideally, like, I think there's a lot of benefit to knowing the checkmate, even at a lower rating level. Like if you're 1500, let's say 1500 rapid on chess.com, and you, or Elite Chess for that matter. Actually, maybe that's a little bit low. Maybe 1800. The point I want to make is, like, this is not going to happen too often, but learning how to checkmate with knight and bishop teaches you how to coordinate your minor pieces. And it can help you in different types of positions where you're trying to maximize square control. Like, one thing to know about mating with knight and bishop is that when your knight and bishop are on the same color square, you're actually controlling more squares because the knight's controlling dark squares, the bishop's controlling light squares. All right, let's play in English. Mix up the opening a little bit. Okay. Back to playing. D5, I think I'll play E3. Avoid the mainline Queen's Gambit declined. F5, wow. Black's playing a Stonewall. Yeah, I'm just kind of inventing an opening. We've probably already strayed away from theory. Playing something solid, though. It is somewhat refreshing. D4 looks nice now. Go for the minority attack. B5, I might play A5 to prevent the knight from coming to C4. Black wants to play G5. Might as well play B5 right away. It's a temporary pawn sack. C5 is playable. H5 on tap. H4 on tap. Maybe he could have started with rook C7. I still have rook C7. Rook C7, rook C6 though. Taking on D7 looks playable. There. Let's start with this. I mean, there's a line rook C6 take on C5. I mean, white's slightly better there. Better structure. I think black has to play rook C6. The goal is to try and win the pawn. It'd be really funny if we see another knight bishop mating attempt. Okay, hitting this pawn. If black defends, I win this pawn, so I should be winning the pawn here. Or not. Forgot about that move. H5. H5 is too committal. Just giving black time. I mean, the plan is now bishop b7. Maybe f3. This could be a long grind. It's not easy to win the d5 pawn. Oh, it's going to take a lot of work. Can't avoid the trade. Almost flagged there. Okay. Chess is a draw. Yeah, very positional endgame. I'll replay this question from J Page. Happy 14 months. Oops, let me unmute alerts first.
Do you think in the future if anyone can ever break 3000 FIDE? Also quack.
FIDE. It's possible. Like there's kind of the concept of rating inflation, especially with the recent changes to some of the ratings like earlier this year. But it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. At least in FIDE Classical. Maybe like FIDE Blitz or Rapid. Let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, engine just says it's equal. There's a question about H5. Yeah, maybe I could have tried to go for this. At least it damages black structure, like if takes and we get some knight ending. It's still probably closer to a draw. It was such a nice looking position after rook a7. Just didn't quite maximize my advantage. Thank you, Chess on Earth, gifting another 5. Oh yeah, shout out to Chess on Earth too. Appreciate all the gifting. Wait, the engine says bishop h3 before taking, keeping queens on the board. This is a really nice move to throw in. It's not something that I considered. But now black is in the predicament because if the knight moves, it leaves c5 undefended. I assume if g6, I have h5. Oh, but there's queen f6. Queen f6, queen a5. Okay, so this is still a bit tricky. c4 loses d5. Check move 43. Oh, yeah, when I played this, I thought maybe I can still try and play for a win. If takes, I take. It's 3 passers. Or 3... I don't know if the g3 pawn is considered a passer. Oh, so was I losing? I was just losing. Okay, well, that's good that didn't happen. Okay, that could have been disastrous. All right, let's try and focus here. Try and play quickly. My Queen's Gambit declined. Another Barman variation. Play bishop to b4. Thank you, Chess on Earth. Yeah, with e3, c5 is a nice move. There's queen a5. Queen a5 first. There's this, yeah, typical pressure on the queen side. In 94. Bishop e5 might be coming. Might just castle here. Oh no, bishop e5 is off limits. Bishop e5, I take it. It just feels like I'm not tactically sharp today. Bishop d3. Taking bishop f5. e2 is loose. Maybe bishop f5 right away. I'm threatening to take and maybe knight g3. And my pieces have come to life. So one thing I like about some of these opening lines, Black can get a lot of activity from early on. Wait, so takes and... Oh, there's queen b5. Maybe I take her first. Does require calculation. Calculation is takes, knight g3. e4 I take with bishop, maybe just knight. I'll take her first. And white's probably getting counter. Oh, actually, queen d4, I have knight e2. Triple, quadruple, quintuple fork. Okay, so now I can take the rook. It still takes work to win. Yeah, for a moment I thought queen d4 would give white some counterplay, but it was off limits. Yeah, c3 is probably going to be the main target. a2 is tender as well. There's rookie 1. Queen c2. Might lose b6. This rook is being annoying. Okay, I might not lose b6. There's knight d2. How to crack the position. I have to untangle a little bit. The pawn sack. This is a mate in 1 threat. This is looking good now. Or is it? Still looking good. Slowly but surely. Okay. Oh, that took a lot of work. It's not easy to win at chess.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Bracken Dawson, welcome back. Happy 61 months. Is there one more round? There's one more round. Okay. Wow, there's a big tie for first on top. A lot of people with 8.5. Yeah, I probably could have converted a bit quicker. I think there was a moment I had rook h1. Yeah, rook h1 and then rook a1. Thank you, Mortal Wombat. Okay, so one more game. There's one more game this round. Okay, next game starting very, very soon. Okay, final game, playing ATM. I'll play e4. I think I've cycled through e4, d4, and c4 today with the white pieces. I have a Caro-Kann. Play a 2 knights. G6. I think we're both just aiming for a solid setup. Nothing too crazy so far. Maybe I should have played Queen H4. It's a bit more active. I'm kind of trying to make things spicy here with Bishop G5. There's D4. Bishop H4, Knight F4. Just Bishop D2. Okay. Go for the push. Okay, now things are heating up. Start by taking. Bishop B3 is a move. Looks unstable. Just Rook B1. Oh, Rook B1's really, really bad. Was blundering the knight. Not my day today. Take the thing. Take the thing and then take the other thing. Yeah, this is really bad. I have to play queen e1. I want to play bishop h6, but just takes knight f6. Okay. When in doubt, throw pawns. This is pretty losing. Oh, this is very losing. Okay. What to do? I played rook b1, just wondering a piece. I think my goal is to rage quit or calmly quit the stream and then come back later. And then hopefully I'll be a bit more awake, a bit more fresh later. 5 points. I mean, usually 6 or 6.5 is like par score. But yeah, my rating bled a little bit. Lost about 50 points. It's okay. I think my tactics were not on form today, or at least this morning. Hopefully later today I can make up for it. There's already not a super simple position there. I think the opening was solid. Bishop g5 was playable. Okay. Yeah, let's at least wait until the end of the tournament. We'll see who's going to win Title Tuesday. If this game has a winner, then they'll probably share first place. Looks like there's a 3-way tie on top. There's Min Lei against Duda. Looks like it should be winning for black, but yeah, it looks very winning for black. Thank you, Chess on Earth. I do appreciate all the gifted subs. Oh, Magnus is also playing. Can we pivot to Magnus's game? Magnus is not in contention for first place. yeah, finishes with 8.5. And this game, Duda wins. So, yeah, looks like all the top games are done. Still a few more going in the tournament. But let's expand this. So 9.5 was the winning score. Hikaru 11 Pantusolia. I've heard of that name before. Judah and Kamsky. Wow, Kamsky finishing high up. Where did I finish? Did I finish top 200? Probably not. I finished top 250? I finished 236. Okay. That might change a little bit though with one game going. I didn't see Levy's video. I think I saw the thumbnail though. Thank you, Tease.
Good result, taking into account you just retired from full-time Scrabble.
Yeah. I might have to return from Scrabble. Re-retire from chess, unretire from Scrabble. And then re-unretire from chess. Today's going to be a busy day though, because yeah, there's this Title Tuesday, and then the second Title Tuesday, I'm going to try and crank out a speedrun episode. And then in a few days, I will be doing commentary for candidates on leechess.org, the official leechess channels. Won't be for the whole event, but will be for a few rounds. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate all the subs and gifted subs. Congrats to the Title Tuesday co-champions. I finished in 238. So I'll try and come back later stronger than what I just did.